Hi everyone, it's Caroline. Thanks for joining me today. I'm holding a hidden paper clip that's in my glue book, my composition notebook glue book. I had made this a couple months ago playing on one of my pages, and I would like to make some more from my own junk journals. I'm using scraps. This is scrapbook paper. So I have one right here. I'm going to see what I can use. I pulled out a couple things, my heart punch, my circle punch. I have a variety of colorful paper clips, and I'm going to use scraps. This is a drop paper that you can see has been well used and loved. I have some leftover map. I'm using them to wrap gifts and to make envelopes and cards, but I have some leftover. Use that. I have my French, English, or Anglais, Français little pocket dictionary. I can use that for smaller ones. I'm also using, this was from my business, a folder. I'll use that for backing and if I need some stability. Some more painty paper. I'm just sharing what I'm going to try to use up. I have this random page from a little golden book, Good Night Little Bear, and I thought this would be really cute to make a bigger bookmark paper clip. This is all in one pile in my closet. Butterfly, dragonfly outline. I can do 2 of those and maybe make something out of that. This was from one of my Stampington magazines. Okay, some printable things. Oh, some of my own art. Don't know if I'll use that, but I just printed out some more of my own art. And then more scrapbook paper. I'm going to maybe make a heart one with that. So very simple. I know I'm not doing anything new here, but I'll start simple and small. And actually what I'll do here, because this paper, this would go well together. It's all in the same pad. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll make a couple of those. Really fun, easy. I was thinking of pulling out several types of hidden paper clips that I've made over the years, but I really only need to show one. So I'm going to put this on top of this. Fun little thing to do on a Wednesday. That nothing's precise. And as all the great ephemera that we make, you can embellish this as simply, as much or as little as you want. There is the base of the paper clip, and that will fit. I want to do it on so that it's a side entry one. I'm going to put some glue on there. Really easy. Really quick way would be with the glue gun. Keep the edge. It's going to be bumpy, but that's okay. You want to make sure that you don't glue the edge that's going in, so it's going to be this edge. Simple tacky glue works. Glue gun. What you want to do is make sure that you get this part up here. I really like the way this one is completely hidden. You have to do it slowly, like that. That works. And I'll leave that there. I added another paper clip too. I'm going to do it from the top. And this time I will leave a little loop so that I can add a piece of lace or embroidery floss. Now this is going to go on the top. It's ephemera, so it can be, you know, thrown away once it's broken or torn or too used up. I love making these because they're always different with different scraps. Demonstrate with this piece. Like that. So 2 of these, I'm going to let those dry. I am improvising. Cover up the information. Good night, little bear. And that will fit in there. Thanks for coming over today. I'm really excited for spring. I know everyone's talking about it. We cannot wait to see the ground. If you live in a snowy area, that's what we're looking for. This has a backing because I like the colors. A little bit extra there. Very basic. The paper clip doesn't have to be bigger. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. It'll just be easier for the person using it. I'm going to glue this on here. This is pretty thick cardstock. Adding the rest of the scrapbook paper, and there are some uneven edges, which is easy to trim once this is on. And this is good because it's heavier, so it's a little more, it's easier to grip for a little one. If you have a bigger paper clip, that would be great. These are all fun things to try. If they don't work, it's no loss because these were in your scrap pile already. That's what I don't have any fear of that. And then I can do some I had made the grandkids some bookmarks, sent them in the mail. They love to get mail. I'll let that dry. There, it just pops on like that. Really fun and easy. Applying some glue to the back or to the one of the sides. This scrappy piece. I'm not thinking about this. I'm using what's in front of me. Maybe I'll just do one for now. And then what I want to do is use my circle punch, make something a little bit different. This is the only size I have. I'm going to go for this one here. And these are going to need a little extra glue on the edge. With the top like that. Easy. There's no direction. I'm not even going to worry about the text. I'm also going to do a page in my heart journal. I'm going to use one of my Paperclip ephemera pieces. I have some happy mail from Bonnie that I received last year, I believe. Not this one. That could be part of it though. But this is the happy mail here, and I already did put some of her note and some other pieces that she sent, and I've used some in my other journals. This beautiful angels on top of some music paper. I'm going to do some of this on here. Fun to use my happy mail in a whole bunch of different journals, different ways. I'll put that one right here. And then I can trim what I don't need. I'll keep them together, and I've already noted that they are from Bonnie in another journal. Keep that there. Now these are angels with the wings, so that would be good to keep. I'll put it on here and then trim around. What I'll do is I want to keep this title. page edge right here. When I first saw these and I received them in Happy Mail, the first thing that came to my mind is there is a dream, speaking of dreams, that I used to have on repeat as a child. Haven't had it for a very long time, but it was about clocks and angels. The angels would talk to me through the clock. This is a printable that I had found and I kept it together. I'm going to cut a part of this out somehow and put it over here, and then what I'm going to do is use my circle hidden paper clip on the edge here on this side, and then I can tuck in a note and explain that a little bit more. I have journaled about it in the past. I think this will be fun to do it like that. I'm being a little bit careful now because I'm not sure how I want to use this image. I can't use the whole image. Maybe just the clock. Kind of weird, but that's what happened when I was really little. I remember telling my mom about it. Try this and fit it around. I can tuck in a little bit here. Maybe what I want to do is only use the clock. You never know how all these fun ideas will work. It's one of those things that you just never forget, and I'm really happy that I can document that. I'm adding glue to the very edge and then rubbing it in so that it really flattens out. I like the torn edge a little bit. Here, this one, this can go in the corner. I think what I'll do is this one here on the edge. It says heaven. Heaven, home, and happiness. I'm going to move that over. and then fold that in. And then I can add the heaven. I wrote my little note, my journaling. I'm going to use this piece of twine that I cut off. I'm going to use it up here. Keep it a little bit rustic. A little rustic looking with. I hope you have some fun, quiet time to create in your journals, wherever that may lead you. Be inspired and intuitive. It's so simple, and these are simple to make. This color doesn't go. Taking a piece that I took off of the Angel music page and put some on here. Oh, that's better. Not so bright, a little more subtle. And it's lovely on this side. That's a little bit better. And I can even add I just made a little clock. And then I can put my note in here. And here are the fun ephemera from scraps that I made today. This butterfly is a little bit big for in your journal because it'll just get squished. But what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to use the map side and glue it down, and then I can use it as, this is glued into my journal, then I can use it as, I still use it as a paper clip, but to hold a tag or a note or something in there. This one was made from scrap paper. Made this heart one. Used a piece of the Goodnight Little Bear book, which will be really fun for, that's a really fun bookmark for a big book. And then I also did a page in my heart journal, also using one of the scrappy hidden paper clips on the edge. Use some of Bonnie's Angels in the Music sheet on here, and then some clock adornment to show that clocks and angels are part of my life, and I wrote about that in here. And I made a clock out of that one. Hope you get busy today in your craft space. Use your scraps, make ephemera, play in your journals. Thanks everyone, it's a great day to create. Always be adventurous and stay cozy. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.